What were you hoping would happen?
That. I thought that was going to happen.
That's...
Yeah, I accidentally let it out before.
Welcome back to Just Joshing with Jakota.
Ooh.
I'm Josh, that's Jakota. And today we're talking about, thank you, Sully. Or we're going to start talking about when animals attack. This was a suggestion from Finley.
Oh, nice. Finley. Dude, this is quite delish.
It's not as good as the other.
For it to be naturally flavored, it tastes hella fake.
Yeah, it does.
That's
Dude, they
quite good.
They make it so that you have to drink it so everyone can see the logo. Like they're
Right, yeah,
sponsoring it.
exactly. Yeah. That's so funny.
Not a sponsor. We have no sponsors. If you would like to sponsor the show,
Email us at
justjoshingwithjakota@gmail.com. Very good rates. Very good rates, especially since we've been attacked by animals. We could use the money.
How many animals have you been attacked by?
Okay, let's see here. There was dog attack.
You got attacked by a dog?
Yeah.
So did I. Twice.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're an idiot.
What do you mean I'm an idiot?
Oh, hey, Shaba. Oh. Oh, let me just...
Oh. She did not bark at me. She didn't even bark at me at all. She didn't bark at me at that time, but I will tell the story.
Okay, well, if we're thinking about the same thing, we were waiting for our driver to bring us to go to school.
Yeah. She barked at me.
Right, yeah.
After.
And she was quite ornery in her old age, so it was very unpredictable.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was like, oh, yeah, let's get pets, and other times it was like, hey, let me freaking bite you. Yeah, so if you're talking about that time, I guess she did not growl at you until you petted her. I'm
going to tell the story.
Okay, go.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, when I was in like grade 4 or 3.
3, it must have been.
Grade 3, living in Edmonton. Didn't have a school bus to get us all the way to the school that we went to.
No, the school bus would come and go right past us, and we're like... Sometimes the school bus would stop for us.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we wouldn't even say, no, we're waiting for a different one. Or, hey, no, we're just sitting here at the end of our driveway, not for you. We wouldn't say anything to them.
Really?
Yeah. Gloria. Good old Gloria was the bus driver.
Yeah.
The reason why she would have thought, hey, I got to pick up these kids is because, one, we're waiting for someone to pick us up for school. And 2, she used to drive us to school. You know, I one time lied to Mom.
Really?
And said, oh, yeah, there's no school tomorrow. Oh, yeah? Who told you that? Oh, a bus driver.
What did you do then? Oh, you just stayed home.
Yeah, well, she didn't believe me.
Oh, shit.
So I just went to school.
Oh, I thought there was going to be repercussions.
No, she didn't. I didn't actually get in trouble for that. Also, another time, I don't know why I made this up. I said, oh, yeah, Gloria accidentally thought I wasn't on the bus. She brought me home. She brought me to her house.
You said that?
Yeah. I don't know what possessed me to.
Why would
Just
you
trying to
do
make
that?
conversation, I guess. I don't know. Because, that was literally, I walked in. Mom's, on the couch there in the living room, I think. Or she was doing something in the living room. And I said, oh, yeah, the Gloria brought me to her house. And then Mom's like, oh, yeah?
What?
And I'm like, yeah, she thought I wasn't on the bus. And so we went over
Dude, this sounds so made up, dude.
I'm not making it up that I said this, but I was making it, I never...
No, I know, but that's so hilarious. I was not expecting you to make up a freaking story about Gloria, the bus driver.
Yeah.
That's so strange.
Especially since, she wasn't late.
Dude, that's so funny. Let me tell my shit.
Okay.
So we weren't waiting for Gloria. we're waiting for
Gloria, who talked like this.
Oh yeah, I fucking forgot about that. Oh my god.
Good morning.
Dude, what the fuck? Dude.
You have your bus pass?
Dude, you're like, I can see her in my brain when you talk like that.
Yeah, with her orange hair. She's just
God. Dude,
I'm going to give you an infraction.
Oh, God. She was scary looking.
She was nice, though.
She was scary. I'm not going to lie. She intimidated me. Anyways, not waiting for Gloria. Waiting for the other people that drive us to school. Anyway, so I guess to paint the picture, we kind of just like waited at the end of our driveway.
Right.
And so there was a road here. If there's a road here, this is our house. There was like a trailer here, and I think some here, and then there's a bunch like this. There was like one here, and there was a road up here. I think there was like a bit of open space. I think a couple trees. Anyways, across the street was this freaking dog. A Rottweiler.
Shaba.
Her name was Shaba. Very aggressive. Okay? And it was
And free range.
Yeah, never put on any sort of... Yeah.
No lead, no chain, nothing. Just hey, I'm in everyone's yard.
Yeah, very scary
My
dog.
butt is stuck together with the Doberman
Yep.
from over there.
I remember that. Anyways, I never, not once, ever got to touch the dog. Okay? And I wanted to so badly. I never got to touch Shaba, ever.
No, you did.
I don't think so.
There was a time when we first moved there. Mom's like, hey, come see this dog. And I remember us petting her.
Okay, so...
That's probably the only time, though.
That's probably the only time.
Because she was still nice then when we first moved there.
That's probably the only time. I don't even remember that. But at this point, I was like, frick, man. I must have thought, like, I don't get to pet this dog very often. Because I never did. It was scary.
Right.
Every time that I approached it, it freaking would growl at me. And
Yeah.
then I'd, oh, okay, and I would walk away. But this, for some strange reason, so we're waiting for our ride, right? And for something compelled me to, like, go towards the dog. And I remember the morning was kind of gloomy. It wasn't very sunny out. And I was like, all right, I'm going to approach this dog. And so I did. I went across the road. And then Shaba lived in like a little... Didn't she have like a little...
She had a little house.
Igloo or something?
Yeah,
Was
something
it
like
an
that.
Igloo?
I think it was a plywood house.
Okay.
Like painted brown with like leftover paint from under someone's deck.
She was chilling, okay? I remember her chilling. And I was like, okay. So what she kind of went... She saw me approaching, and I couldn't believe I got as close as I did without her, like...
Bluff charging you?
reacting
Yeah.
to me approaching her, right? Because every time she freaking hated me, it seemed like.
Yeah.
It's like, what did I do, dude? Anyways, I'm approaching her, and she's not making any noise. So I was like, I'm in, right? So I put my hand out like this so that she could smell me, which you don't need to do that.
No.
I'm right there.
Dogs can smell you from so far away.
Yeah. So I put my hand out, and she was like, "Urgh." I was like, oh, shh. I was like, okay. And she freaking snapped at my hand. So I was like, oh, I retracted my hand, you know, as you would when a dog snaps at you, right? I was like, oh, shit. So then I started to, like, retract, you know. Slowly. And then she was like, surprise, motherfucker, and came after me and bit me in the stomach.
Yeah.
Dude, she bit me bit me in the stomach, dude. And I was like, ah! I started crying. I'm sure. I think I probably cried.
You were crying like you were like more so whimpering. You weren't like bawling or anything. It was more like crying from pain, but more so crying from like surprise almost. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, you were like, and then you're like, just walking so slow. You must have been thinking, okay, if I run away, she's gonna freaking
Yeah,
chase
I think
me,
so, probably.
bite you again.
Yeah. I was so going slow. Yeah, that makes sense.
Dude, I remember that because you were you had to go get a rabies shot.
I did, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
You were,
did it.
yeah, you were like I don't know, 40 feet away from me. And like I wanted to like help you, but I did not want to get bitten too. So I was just like walking over, Shaba! 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 Just yelling at her. You're walking back so slowly. Shaba!
Dude, oh, I'm reliving this terrible nightmare. That was terrible. Yeah, dude.
I wanted to do something, but like I didn't know what to do. And then then Mr. C comes and I don't even know exactly. Oh, Jakota got bit by a dog, so I guess he's not coming to school today.
I didn't go to school?
No, you went to the hospital or to the clinic, somewhere. You went somewhere to go get some rabies.
I don't remember that
Rabies
far.
shot.
I remember the bite, and then Mom was pissed.
Yeah, super pissed.
Super pissed. I think not everyone was kind of pissed. Everyone was kind of pissed.
Yeah, the owner was pissed too.
The owner was pissed?
Yeah, super pissed because he didn't know who she bit, but someone told him. And then I said that, or one of us, or both of us told him. And then he kicked her. And I felt bad. I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a time. I loved that neighborhood. I'm so glad we grew up.
Yeah, that was
there.
a pretty wild neighborhood.
So much bad good came out of there.
Yeah, you're right. There was so much bad. Remember when we were on the trampoline?
Yeah.
And then that fucking lady,
Oh, yeah.
like, steps out of her friggin' hotel suite. Or
Yeah.
whatever, motel, whatever it was.
Right,
It was a
yeah.
motel suite, like you could rent it by the month.
By the month, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Long-term.
Yeah. Long-term suite. She just, like, we're bouncing on the trampoline or whatever, which is in our backyard. And we had this, like, chain link fence, so, like, you could, or was it at that time already?
We would have been able to see over the wood fence, but I'm pretty sure it was a chain link fence.
At this time?
Because she was Scott's boyfriend.
Right. Yeah.
Whose cat was Sylvester.
Right. She freaking opens the door. Hey, have you guys seen Scott? No shirt on, no bra, just
Big old lady, just like
exposed her entire top. And I was just like,
no.
huh? Like, was that real? Did that just happen? Dude, that lady's shirt was off. I didn't think it was real. I was like, what are those? Those look like handbags. Dude.
Handbags. Oh man. I was gonna choke on that. Frick, that was hilarious. Handbags. Yes. Handbags with circular buckles.
Yeah.
Big old buckles. Yeah, dude.
Very strange neighborhood.
I remember that very well because that was quite the experience. Yes, handbags. Frick. That's why I like those handbags that are like shaped like a U.
Right.
Has just one zipper on the top. Yeah. Well, anyway, the time that I got attacked by a dog, Shaba never bit me, but she always charged at me. And I was just lucky to like be on my bike or something, or I could outrun her or whatever. But one time I went to a client's house. Actually, that picture right there,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they gave me that picture so that I wouldn't sue them.
Really?
Because their dog, I'm getting my tools out of my truck to do some taping in their basement, some drywall and some taping. No big deal, you got a dog. I'm not scared of dogs anymore because I used to be terrified of dogs. Even little dogs.
Really?
Yeah, even little dogs. Remember the little dickhead down the street when we lived, like when we still lived at home there? You're right, just don't want to say his name, protect the guilty here. His little dog, Jasper, I think his name was, right?
Yeah.
I was scared of that little dog, and that dog was like not a Shih Tzu, but some sort of curly ass dog.
Yeah.
I was scared of that freaking dog.
Holy cow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I hated it because it bit me more than one time. It didn't bite me, but bit my pants.
I think it bit me too. Yeah, it bit
Yeah,
my...
just a little ornery little. But I liked Fred, the bigger dog, the German Shepherd thing.
No, I don't remember.
Fred, he was great. Anyway, so whatever, they have a dog. I'm not scared of dogs anymore because I had Hank and stuff. And I kind of learned dog behavior a little more than just strange dog barking, walk away,
Right.
watch my brother go, ah. So I'm like, okay, well, this is what I'll do. I'll just let it get used to me just moving around because it's barking at me. And they're like, oh, he should be fine. He was a fighting dog. So he was quite aggressive, and they rescued him from some fighting ring or whatever.
What? Like
Right,
they
so I'm like-
went in there with swords and went, I'm taking this dog.
I don't know how they got him.
That's
but-
rescuing, okay?
Well, they stole him from a dog fighting ring.
Dude, that's crazy.
So, or however they got him. I don't know how they got him. So anyway, I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm walking past him. He kind of gets fine. And then I go, okay, maybe like, should I try petting him? So he like, because I'm going to be here for like 5, 6, 7 days. It would be quite frustrating for me to walk upstairs and he freaking attacks me.
Right.
So, all right, go to petting him. It's fine. Stand up, pick up my tools. And I don't know if like it like was like some sort of triggering to him. I picked up the tools and he just grabbed my leg, just chunk. And he's like, argh! But luckily I was wearing Carhartts, which kind of bunched up. He did get my skin, but when he pulled, it like just got my pants, and then he mostly just shredded my pants. And I was like, oh. And they're like, oh, did he get you? Or he just got your pants? I think they were trying to convince me, like, or not convince me, but like they were hoping that he only got my pants. He just got your pants, right?
Right.
And I'm like, no, man, he got me. And I like pulled it up and there's like blood and stuff. And he's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, he's whatever. I'll probably have to go get like a shot or whatever. And then I actually didn't end up getting a shot. Nothing happened. But after that dog was not, he did not like me one bit. There was no salvaging that. Every time I went to that place,
Oh, no.
I had to go through the garage.
Why didn't they just put him somewhere else?
Well, because they weren't home. So I wasn't going to be like, oh, he probably stayed in his whatever. I was like, no way. I'm going through where he can't go. So he's behind doors. So I went through the garage and then into the basement where I was doing the work. But yeah, I would come. It would hear me open the garage and it would just like, just smack into the door, smack into the door. Yeah, it was, not into me. Anyway, the owner, he gave me this picture. I was like, oh, it's a Goddard. And he's like, oh, yeah, you like that?
That's the worst attack you've ever had?
It's the worst one that comes to mind. But
I think the one that I said was the worst one I ever had. But I've had another one when I was in LA.
And you were skateboarding,
Told
right?
you about that, right?
Yeah. I was just looking at that skateboard over there, and somehow, like, you saying that made me, yeah.
I was ripping down a freaking down the boulevard. There was like this incline, right? I was at the top of it. And I was like, what's the worst that could happen, right? And I loved skating LA. It was so fun. I loved it. I was ripping around, and it was tiring, holy shit, but but it was so fun. Every time that I went and got tattoos and stuff, I would just take my skateboard and then I would just skate to the tattoo shop. Anyways, I don't think I was getting a tattoo this particular time that I was ripping it. I think I was just ripping it, man. Just having fun.
Just having fun. Kind of like how you go scootering for no reason on electric scooters.
Yeah, exactly. You just go and you explore or whatever. There's a new city, right?
I never rode a regular skateboard, but I love longboarding.
Yeah, I've never longboarded, but I get the appeal.
I do it through the mall. I don't go longboarding on the street. Ever since the first time I went longboarding, I freaking just shredded my whole body up going down this hill. I'm like, oh, this is easy. Dude, this is so easy. Because it was so smooth. And I was like, this is not riding like a skateboard with wheels this big.
Right.
This is fine. Freaking guy coming up with an RV or a travel trailer coming up the hill. I'm like, oh, I should move over for this guy. Speed wobble. Fly out.
Oh, dude.
Phone shatters. My shorts rip and my shirt rips and I slam into the curb and then go up onto the grass. Yeah, and then I have gone.
Did anyone help you?
No one helped me because the people who I was longboarding with they didn't fall.
Oh, so
also that guy, he turned before he even got to me.
Oh.
So yeah, my longboard went flying into someone's yard, like way over there, so I had to go grab it.
Dude.
I've gone longboarding many times since then, but I haven't tried to do hills. But anyway, you did do a hill.
I did a hill. And at the bottom of this hill, there was a street. Obviously, there's a street right here, right?
Yeah.
I'm ripping down here.
It's like a crossroad there.
I'm ripping down here like this, right? Here's in mailboxes right here, okay? So there's these people checking their mail. Mm-hmm. There was this... I don't even know if there were a couple. I think they were just friends. They didn't look like a couple.
You didn't stop to ask, but hey, are you guys together or no?
Anyways, they're checking their mail or whatever without their dog on a leash. The leash is in their hand. The dog is not on the leash. The dog freaking sees me ripping down this freaking hill. And I see the dog and I was like, you better not. Like, I'm thinking in my head, like, you better not come after me, right? Because that would suck. And this dog was just like a medium-sized dog, like kind of smaller than yours. Smaller than Ava, too. But, like, who can I compare it to? It was like about, I don't know, head probably about that high.
Okay.
The head. Okay? If you guys can see this, it's probably about that. Okay? Not that big, but not that small. Okay?
Right.
They all have teeth, dude.
You're right.
Dude, so I'm ripping. Thank God I didn't get speed wobbles or anything. That would have sucked. But I'm ripping down the hill, and then the dog sees me. I see the dog. I get to right where you get off the sidewalk and then you onto the street.
Yeah.
The dog then runs after me, bites the frickin' back of my leg, ripped my favorite pants. I was so chapped. I fell down, like it bit me, and I was like, ah! I like fell into the middle of the street. They're like, oh my gosh. And I was like, ah, like rolling around and shit, 'cause like that shit hurt. More like it bit me, dude. It like not like it was like bit my skinny ass ankle, dude. So that shit hurt. I'm on the ground. The dog's still barking at me, right? I'm pissed. I'm so mad. They're not even really doing anything. They're kind of just like, I think they're just like in shock of like what's happening.
Yeah.
But I'm like, get that thing away from me. Right? Because it's still like, right in front of me. I'm on the ground, like holding myself. Right? Get that thing away from me. My skateboard, who knows where it is, right? frick. So what they do is they go, oh, leave? Okay. So they left. And I was like, what? That's not how this works. I'm like, wait a minute. Like my ankle hurts and shit. And so they leave and I'm like, I'm probably about 5 minutes away from my apartment, right? From the apartment. Sorry, my apartment, like it was mine. The apartment that I was at. So I ripped down to the apartment.
Wait, is that the place that I would have stayed at?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was about 5 minutes away from there. I called Ken, my brother, right? I go, who lived in the area,
right?
Who was kind of close.
He's kind of far, actually. But
at this particular day, he was close.
Oh, he was in the area.
He was in the area.
Not living in the area. Right. Okay, yeah.
Right? I go, dude, I just got bit by a dog. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, dude, I was ripping down wherever I was. And, the freaking dog bit me. He was like, what? Who did? And I was like, I don't know. They kind of just left. He's like, dude, let's freaking find them. I was like, really? It's like, yeah. So, like, this was probably like 20 minutes has probably already passed by this point, right? When he finally picks me up. We start ripping around where I was and around the area. We like, I'm trying to like remember the description of these people, which I still remember what they look like. But like, I couldn't remember what the stupid dog looked like. So like when I asked the people, hey, have you seen a dog? Have you seen a dog around here? They're like, what kind of dog? I'm like, I don't know. It's
one
like this.
That bites.
It's like this. It's like this tall. I described what they looked like, what the people looked like, and I was like, they're like, nah. Everyone that I asked and everyone that we stopped, like, dude, we were like interrogating people. Like, excuse me, have you seen this? And they're like, no, I haven't seen this. And I was like, oh, dude, we probably looked for like 30 minutes on the hunt for these people to find their dog. I don't even know what we would have done if we would have found them. I don't know.
Like, there was no permanent damage, right?
Hell yeah, dude, it bit me. I had bite marks on my ankles for I don't know how many weeks, but I was like, it was kind of cool, but it was kind of like, nah, dude. I wish that I would have. Dude, I was in America. I could have locked them in litigation, dude. I would have been like, I probably wouldn't have, but like, dude, that if I had have gotten shots and stuff, I would have been like, you have to pay for that shit, dude. I didn't ask for this.
Right.
I didn't just go, hey, I want to get.
It's their responsibility, especially since they had a leash and not on. Why would they not have it on their dog? I don't know. What's the point of even bringing the leash?
I don't know. I guess they must have thought that there wouldn't be any guy on a skateboard coming at them. Yeah.
I guess, but like,
note to self, dude, don't.
But that's the thing is how dogs are not like, they don't say, hey, I don't like this guy, I'm gonna eat him. Like
no, you're right, but
they should have.
Frick, man, they should have, could have, would have.
And you could have sued them, I suppose. I mean, that is a thing that you hear about happening a lot over there. Like, you know what I always think is kind of nuts is like all these pranksters, like YouTube pranksters. How are they not getting sued? They probably are.
But the views.
Makes it worth it. They make a lot of money off that. Yeah. And their sponsors and stuff too.
Yeah. I don't watch any of that shit anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I watch some of them, but what I like is like the prank calls with the soundboards.
Sure, yeah.
And I loved doing that too. And like I never filmed it ever.
No.
Why would I? Remember when
the stuff that we did film though, it's a shame that we don't have any of that anymore. You know what I mean? Oh man. Some of that shit I would be cackling. Just absolutely cackling. I remember when I don't know, when you guys were messing with fire and when you guys just did the arm. Yeah. Dude, that was so hilarious. I rewound that shit so many times. I remember when you guys were cleaning up from that, right? I think you were changing the shirt or whatever, and you showed me the video of it, and I went into the room and I had to lay down, and I went like this, And you had that Sony
handy
camcorder.
cam. Yeah. Flip it out.
Yeah.
And
dude,
you could rewind
and I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. Holy cow, that was some of the funniest stuff.
Yeah.
in
Then
the
we
world.
upped the ante, and it was like
Not good.
not good. So then I deleted both of them, and you're like, "Why did you delete it?"
I was so chapped.
Yeah, you did laugh at it. Yeah, because like we basically
Uncontrollable.
poured gasoline or something on a sleeve,
Right.
lit it. Immediately, it's too hot.
Yeah, and then they just panicked, and then it was out right away.
Yeah, maybe 5 seconds tops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just in that 5-6 seconds or whatever it was, 8 seconds maybe, pure gold, dude. The reaction, okay, light it, dude. dude, classic. It's so freaking funny. I wish we still had that.
Yeah, I wish we had a lot of those different things. I wish we filmed more stuff, actually, because I don't even know what it was. Like, I never thought I would do YouTube videos, right? But I always liked filming stuff.
Filming was fun. I like taking pictures.
Yeah, you did. But I like the antics that we got up at work when we worked there all day, 10-hour, 11-hour days at the fast food joint.
Yeah.
Dude, I wish I would have filmed way more, because like that's not supposed to happen at work.
No, we did have some. Dude, it was a jungle.
Savage leniency.
Unbelievable. The amount of. Dude, if any kind of safety or sanitary person came in and saw that we were click-clacking away with gloves on that we then worked the food with.
I never did that. You did that.
Hell yeah, you did. We both did.
I never wore gloves. I just washed my hands.
Well, you definitely went click-clack and then touched the food.
Oh, I might have done that, yeah, but I didn't. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, I didn't understand that was unsanitary, though. If I would have thought about it that way, I would have, because that's one thing I never did. I remember, because when I worked there, there's one guy, I probably told this story before, where he pissed me off in drive-thru. I can't remember what he did. I think he was the guy who, hey, give me the money in my hand, please. And he slams it down right beside my hand. And I'm like, put it in there, give his change. He's like this. And he can't reach as far. So I come. He's like, his hand's over here. No, his hand is this marker, right?
Sure.
He's there, and I'm like, and then he had to reach to grab it. I'm like, I'm not freaking, you could, I had my hand out here so you could do that, and you slammed it right beside my hand. No, thank you. And then he must have said something or did something. I'm like, okay, I'll be right back. And he was like a somewhat regular. And I have a runner. They're going to give me the food. I'm going to hand it to him. I'm not going to go get it. But this time I went and got it. I can't remember if it was this guy or if it was a different guy. But anyway, I went and got it. And he's like, did you spit in my burger? And I'm like, no. Gave it to him. I bet you he didn't eat it. But I would never spit in someone's food. I would never do that.
I wouldn't do that either.
But I didn't mind him thinking I did.
Right.
So he probably like opened that up and he's probably like looking for it. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I didn't do that. But I would never do that. So speaking of unsanitary, I think we cleaned up good. Me and you had the most responsibilities with cleaning.
That is true.
Because we were.
I mean, I wouldn't say that the place was dirty, but I think that
just maybe the practice of not washing hands or changing
maybe
gloves
perhaps
often.
Yes, dude, the switching the gloves probably.
But besides that, like we did.
Dude, I was a
like,
kid though, so I mean,
blasting music. Yeah, like we were kids. We were
kids.
16,
yeah,
15.
dude. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, terrible.
Blasting music with cussing.
Yeah, I never realized how loud it was. Like in the back, I thought just people were so loud that they just drowned it out.
Yeah.
Not the case, dude. That was loud.
Yeah, it was loud. I would always turn that shit down because I had more responsibility because I was a supervisor or whatever. And so like when like our friends, like, I don't want to say their names because I don't want to throw them under the bus. Not that it would matter anymore, but two in particular, D and E, boy D and girl E, the music.
Oh, yeah.
Way too loud. Right on the counter. So people would come in and it would just be like, if E was playing music, it could be anything. It could be rap, could be Latin, it could be any sort of music. And if it was rap, like 50 Cent or someone, just too much cussing.
Yeah, a lot of vulgar.
Yeah, the sexual reference and all sorts of things. And then if it was D, it could be EDM or something. It could have been any music.
Heavy metal, probably.
Or heavy metal, yeah. Or emo.
Heavier than heavy metal. Like black metal and all that.
But I loved
deathcore.
I'm so glad that, I mean, everyone in their lives, I'm sure, has had like different, like, oh man, I remember this, the good old days.
People used to smoke at the dinner table.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
Do you think they look back on that in fondness, though?
Probably.
Maybe they do.
Back in my day, we could smoke in front of our babies and blow it in their face and it didn't matter.
Dude, I love that we could... Yeah, I love that we could just throw leftover baked potatoes at the freaking Napa at the store next door. I didn't understand.
Cow.
Of course they would be angry at that. There'd just be like however many potatoes would be left over at the end of the night.
How would they know who it was?
Well, they're baked potatoes.
Yeah, but someone could be like, hey, can I get 4 baked potatoes?
Just every night.
Was it every night?
I guess it was. We didn't always have.
That's terrible.
We didn't always have leftover, but
no.
Right, because they only stayed in the warmer. I think there's a minimum or a maximum of like 2 hours or something. I don't know what it was. Remember. But yeah, you'd have to bake them, throw them in there. I hated making them. And I especially hated it when like they weren't done yet. So you'd have to like nuke them.
Nuke them, yeah.
Yeah. And then you scrunch them up.
I didn't care about any of that shit. I just wanted to get
paid.
Yep. I actually was really scared to start that job.
Why? I worked there first.
Yeah, I know you worked there, but like my social anxiety was just through the roof when I freaking went there. When I applied there, just talking to Jay. I almost freaking said his name. Remember the old talking to him, I was so intimidated. I didn't even think that he liked me. Then I had to meet all these freaking pretty girls that I had to freaking work with, right? Then I had to like try to be myself while not being myself. Right?
You have to do the cool, presentable self.
Right? Like, and it was a nightmare. Like, I was...
That's funny. I never felt that way. I've probably felt that way. Sorry, I have felt a way that where I was like, oh, I hope these people don't not like me. But I also never tried to be extra something. Oh, it's probably obvious because sometimes people just hated my guts because they were like, what is up with your brother?
What?
Yeah, do you remember, I forget her name. That blonde chick.
She hated you because she didn't like me.
Her last name, no, she hated me. She asked you, what is up with your brother? The first day that she worked there. But I was like, I told her like, hey, you have to do this, you have to do that. And then she was like, what, why is he so mean or whatever?
Really?
But I must have said it in a way that was not like, hey, just want to let you know your responsibilities are this. I probably said, hey, you need to do this. And then whatever. But I don't think I ever meant to be whatever. She probably thought I was a jerk off. I can't remember exactly how that came out, but I forget her name. I forget her first name. Anyways, doesn't matter. I became friends with her later on, and she was like, oh, but that happens to me all the time, actually. But yeah, dude, that was good times. Mm-hmm. No animal attacks there, I don't think, but seagulls, lots of seagulls. That was another thing. I liked throwing the fries outside for the seagulls. I thought that was so fun, too.
Yeah, I don't remember really doing that kind of stuff, but I do remember having to empty that stupid ass fryer, and I would burn the shit out of myself
Oh yeah.
every time. Like almost every time, I couldn't help it. This huge metal tube thing,
Yeah.
square tube.
It's such a weird. It's like a homemade. Like who made that?
I don't know.
Was that made to do that
I
job?
think so, because there was like a warning and a freaking
Morning hot.
yeah,
But-
like hey, how to use this properly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because like you had to empty it from underneath with the drain. Slide the thing under the oil pan, if you will, the long tube oil pan with wheels on this side.
Right.
Then you'd pull it. Then it had a handle on the bottom too, and you'd pull it out, and then it had a handle on the top. And you'd pull that up, and then you'd like dolly it outside.
Yeah, like a hand truck almost.
Yeah. Then you'd put it into the big grease dumpster outside.
It had like a
And lift it up.
mouth spout thing,
Yeah.
and then you would dump that. But I would burn my knuckles and all this shit all the time because like the handle was wooden.
It was too close.
It was like a wooden handle, but like everything else was metal.
Metal,
It was
and then-
scorching hot.
and it was like this far away. so you'd
400
stick it-
degree oil.
Yeah. Yeah, I love doing that job, minus the burns, because
I didn't
we
really
could
like
milk
that
it.
I like.
No one knew how to do it, so we could take as long as we wanted. Oh, yeah, not quite done. Are you going to get all those drive-throughs? Let's get all this sludge out of here.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Because we were the only ones who knew how to do it,
That is
except for
true.
the old lady, and she
That is
wasn't going to
true.
do it.
We were the only ones that knew how to do it. Well, that's because people were just unwilling to learn.
Yeah, but I was fine with that.
The ladies didn't want to
No.
dirty their hands with that shit, and I get it.
Because it took like an hour to do.
It did, yeah.
Sometimes it took maybe an hour 40. Right? Sometimes it's just like, oh, okay. Well, let's just do a little bit of rinse out here. Grab some more oil. Yeah.
Man.
Okay, let's just.
I liked. You know what? I liked that job mainly because of the people.
Oh yeah,
and
if it was
that's-
different people, it wouldn't have been as
That's
good.
it, right? I've been so lucky with most of my jobs that I've been able to like have fond memories with the
Yeah.
people that I worked with there.
Yeah.
For the most part, not everywhere, but
No.
so like once you get out of your teenage and you start turning into an adult, and it's like it becomes different. The work is like hopefully your work ethic will change and it'll become better, right? Better than a teenager, but man, I do miss those days.
Probably there will come a time where you'll miss these days.
I already do.
You already miss these days.
I miss all the days. No, I was thinking about that. I was like, and that's why I just live in the moment all the time. I hardly post anything anymore, and like I don't really do anything on social media hardly ever. I don't even post on Facebook because I'm just doing my thing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Which kind of sucks. I wish that I would post more, but I.
Yeah, but like, I think about it like I post, but I try to make silly posts. I try to make people laugh with like absurd anecdotes.
I do have most of my day taken up with work, so
Right.
I guess I should blame that, but I don't know. I don't really have the time to do the stuff that you get to do, which is all right. I'm okay with that.
I don't really have time to do the stuff that I have to do either.
Well, there you go.
Hey, is that lunch kit around? It's gotta be down there somewhere.
No.
Call us ill prepared. But hey guys, if you would like to give us a topic to talk about,
Topic to talk about. I like that.
We do have a receptacle that we put all the ideas in.
Where did it go?
I don't know where it is.
Oh, right there.
Oh. Who put it up there?
I don't know. I think you probably did.
How you get your topic in here, just comment below, go on our Instagram page, make a comment there, and then we'll get Muriel to add it in here. I think for next time, we will talk. Oh, wait. Let's do a little more.
Let me pick it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's quite a few suggestions in here.
Yeah.
Next episode's subject is Getting Lost by Martha.
Okay, suggestion from Martha, times that we've gotten lost. I'm sure we'll come up with some sort of things. Animal attacks. Not everyone's been attacked by an animal, but I think we covered that. One time I got bit by my own snake right in the face.
Really?
Not one time, many times. My little corn snake.
Bit you in the face.
Yeah. I just picked her out, and she's getting old. She was probably 12 at the time. And she was just like slithering, and then she was just like, oh, there's a cheek. And I was like, what the heck? And I was trying to convince someone, oh yeah, hold her. It's like, dude, it's fine. Like, I'm like, oh, you're scared of snakes. Dude, snakes are not, like, not these kind of snakes. They don't bite. They just kind of chill. Don't worry about it.
Oh no.
Bites me right in the face. I remember another time, oh, come on, Sully. Another time I was getting a quote for plumbing.
Excuse me.
And I answered the door. And the plumber, we didn't end up hiring him, but he comes in and he's like, whoa. I'm like, oh, are you scared of snakes? Because I'm holding her. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, well, go downstairs. It's over there. I'll put her away and then I'll come see you, whatever. Just freaked out of his wits. I don't think I've ever been scared of a dog where I don't
think I've ever been scared of anything where I couldn't
handle being around it.
I've never.
Yeah, he was like, had the willies, but he was immobile. Yeah, that's never happened to me. Although I have been like, there's a dog over there, I'm going to go this way. But if I have to go that way, I go. Right? It's just, yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time. Freaking handbags, dude. That's so funny. Dude, I almost choked.
I know.
I was trying my best not to spit that out.
That was good.